Hello, myself Dr. R.K. Maheshwari. I am professor in pharmacy department SGS ITS Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. Today I am going to discuss the thin layer chromatography of the compounds. Without the use of organic solvents, we can perform the TLC of compounds by hydrotropic solubilization, mixed hydrotropic solubilization, and mixed solvency concept. So here particularly, actually, to some extent, we should understand that the each and every substance present on this earth has got solubilizing power. Whether the substance is gas, liquid, or solid, all molecules existing in this universe, they all possess solubilizing power. uh, Up to this time, we know whatever the matter exists in the form of liquids, they at room temperature, they are called solvents. But there is no universal solvent. Whatever the name of any solvent we take, it is good solvent for some solutes and bad solvents for other solutes. In the mixed solvency concept, which I have started in the year 2009, the first parameter of it says that each and every substance present in this universe has got solubilizing power. Hence, the gases and solids, they also possess solubilizing power. Particularly in this lecture, we shall utilize the solvent character of solids for performing the TLC without the use of organic solvents. Actually, what happens when the gas molecules or solid molecules, they are in liquid state, they are also capable of hydrogen bonding and weak van der Waals forces with the solutes for their dissolution. That's why gas molecules and of course the solid molecules, when they are in liquid state, they possess solubilizing power. Now I am going to start the presentation now, uh, of the presentation of slides. Now this is the first slide, and today's lecture is eco-friendly, means fourth lecture, eco-friendly lecture series 4. Today's topic is eco-friendly and economic analytical techniques for TLC of compounds by application of hydrotropy, mixed hydrotropy, and mixed solvency concept without the involvement of organic solvents. These are my details. Those who want to make correspondence with me for their clarification of any doubts, they can note down my email ID, which is rkrkmaheshwari@yahoo.co.in, and my website is also there, www.rkmaheshwari.com, on which there are so much matter is available on hydrotropy, mixed hydrotropy, and mixed solvency concept. And my WhatsApp number is +91 94066 21907. So whenever you have some doubt, you can discuss with me. We can understand the problem and it can be solved. Now, previously, prior to this fourth lecture, I have given three more lectures. Lecture 1 was Eco-Friendly Lecture Series 1, Eco-Friendly and Economic UV Spectrophotometric Analysis of Poorly Water-Soluble Drugs by Application of Hydrotropy, Mixed Hydrotropy, and Mixed Solvency Concept without the involvement of organic solvents. Second lecture was Eco-Friendly Lecture Series 2, Eco-friendly and economic trimetric analysis of poorly water-soluble drugs by application of hydrotropy, mixed hydrotropy, and mixed solvency concept without the involvement of organic solvents. The third lecture was Eco-friendly lecture series 3. Each and every substance, whether gas, liquid, or solid, present in this universe has got solubilizing power. This comes under mixed solvency concept. I have started very new concept known as mixed solvency concept in the year 2009, known as mixed solvency concept. Now coming to the second slide, hydrotropic solubilization, mixed hydrotropic solubilization, and mixed solvency concept can nicely be used to perform TLC of all compounds. All compounds, I am using the word all compounds, whether the compounds are water soluble or whether the compounds are water insoluble. Without using any organic solvent, we can perform the TLC. Commonly employed organic solvents which are harmful for human being and animals, to perform this TLC of compounds in various pharmacopoeias. They include these commonly employed organic solvents: methanol, chloroform, toluene, ethanol, hexane, butanol, acetonitrile, carbon tetrachloride, cyclohexane, acetone, ethyl acetate, acetic acid, ether, dichloromethane, heptane, etc. So many organic solvents are involved in TLC of the compounds. Okay, now in the further part of this lecture, I will give the percentages of hydrotropic solutions. So those percentages will be in weight by volume. This you have to mind it well. Weight by volume. Okay, so strengths of solids present in aqueous solutions will be in weight by volume, and of course there will be short forms of sodium benzoate. Sb will denote sodium benzoate. Niacinamide will be represented by Nm. Sodium citrate will be represented by Sc. Urea will be represented by Ur. Sodium acetate will be represented by Sa. Sodium caprylate will be represented by S-cap. Sodium salicylate will be represented by SS. Now something about the organic solvents, the drawbacks. The drawbacks of organic solvents. Why this lecture has been meant, means why we are discussing the role of solids for their solubilizing power for TLC of compounds. The reason is organic solvents are quite harmful for human being as well as for animals. Now you see some of the drawbacks of organic solvents. Organic solvents have numerous adverse effects caused by single exposure, like dermatitis, headache, drowsiness, nausea, eye irritation, etc. And this was for single exposure to the vapors of organic solvents. If long-term exposure is there for of this harmful organic solvent, this long-term exposure causes serious ill effects such as neurological disorders, chronic renal failure, liver damage, neurosis, mutagenesis disorder, etc. And not only the organic solvents are harmful, but also organic solvents are costly, and their disposal after their use from the laboratories, from the companies, from the from the colleges, etc., it requires a particular treatment before they are thrown away. So this is additional cost involving factor, you may say. So again, the process of disposal of organic solvents involves the money. Now coming to now we have to discuss something about the hydrotropic solubilization. Hydrotropic solubilization is about 100 years old concept. And what is that concept? Hydrotropic solubilization. You see, the solubility of salicylic acid in water is very poor, means about 0.3% is the solubility of salicylic acid in water at room temperature. What does it mean? It means 100 ml of a saturated solution of salicylic acid in water contains about 0.3 gram of salicylic acid. So this is the poor solubility of salicylic acid in water. Now, if we make a 45% weight by volume solution of sodium citrate in water, okay, now from the point of view of the students, I would like to tell you how this will be made. You will take 100 ml of a volumetric flask, you will transfer 45 grams of sodium citrate in that, and then you will add sufficient water and dissolve it, and then after clear solution, then you will make up the volume up to the mark, up to 100 ml. So this gives 45% weight by volume solution of sodium citrate. In this solution, when you check the solubility of salicylic acid, it is about more than 15 more than 15% is the solubility in 45% weight by volume solution of sodium citrate. This is one example of hydrotropic solubilization. Okay, now similarly, so what happened here? Actually, why the solubility has been increased, this should be known to you. Now the very simple mechanism of dissolution. What happens when sodium citrate has been dissolved in water? What happened here? The molecules of sodium citrate, they are available in liquid state, and they are responsible for hydrogen bonding and weak van der Waals forces with the molecules of salicylic acid. That's why there is higher solubility of salicylic acid in presence of sodium citrate. This is one example of hydrotropic solubilization. Suppose this urea, if you see the solubility of diclofenac sodium solubility in water is about 1.6% at room temperature, 1.6%. Okay. Now, if we prepare a 60%, 60% weight by volume solution of urea and water, in this solubility, the solubility in the solution, the solubility of diclofenac sodium is about 4.8%, about 4.8%. In water, 1.6%. So 4.8 divided by 1.6, 3 times solubility enhancement is there due to the presence of large concentration of urea. Now, what happened here? The molecules of urea, they have come in liquid state after dissolution, and now they are involved in hydrogen bonding and weak van der Waals forces with the molecules of diclofenac sodium. That's why there is a higher solubility of diclofenac sodium in hydrotropic solution of urea and water. So this is also an example of hydrotropic solubilization. Okay, suppose you prepare a 30% or 35% solution of sodium benzoate in water, or 40% weight by volume sodium benzoate solution in water solution. These solutions increase the solubility of several poorly water soluble drugs like atenolol, paracetamol, tinidazole, metronidazole, gatifloxacin, ornidazole, nalidixic acid, hydrochlorothiazide, ibuprofen, flurbiprofen, naproxen, etc. These are also the examples of hydrotropic solubilization. Similarly, if you prepare say 25%, 30% solution of niacinamide in water, this also increases the solubility of several poorly water soluble drugs. So these all are the examples of hydrotropic solubilization. Hydrotropic solubilization is about 100 years old concept. Hydro means water. So this hydrotropic solubilization relates with the solubility enhancement in aqueous solutions. Okay, not in oil, solubility enhancement, not in oil, not in chloroform, not in methanol, ethanol, etc. Only the solubility enhancement in water. This is hydrotropic solubilization here, and the definition of hydrotropic solubilization: when there is enhancement in aqueous solubility of a poorly water soluble drug in the presence of a large concentration of an agent, then we call this phenomena to be hydrotropic solubilization phenomena. Again, you listen, means this is the list of some of the hydrotropic agents. When there is enhancement in aqueous solubility of a poorly water soluble drug in the presence of a large concentration of an agent, hydrotropic agent, then we call this phenomena to be hydrotropic solubilization phenomena. So this is the hydrotropy. Now you can see some of the examples. One more thing I would like to tell you: those who want to take the advantage of this PowerPoint presentation, they can ask me. I can send it to them. I have given you my contact number and email ID, and all you have got now. Now, what is solubility enhancement ratio? This should be known to the students. Solubility of a drug in hydrotropic solution divided by solubility of a drug in water. This is known as solubility enhancement ratio. For example, in case of ibuprofen, the solubility of ibuprofen in water is very poor, 0.028% water solubility, aqueous solubility. But in a hydrotropic solution of 2 molar sodium benzoate, 2 molar means 28.8% weight by volume. You may assume it to be nearly 30% weight by volume solution. Solubility of ibuprofen is 2.390%. So now if you want to see the solubility enhancement ratio, so solubility in hydrotropic solution upon solubility in water, so 2.390 upon 0.028 is equal to 85. 85 times solubility enhancement is there in hydrotropic solution. Now in the further part of this lecture, you will find 2 molar sodium benzoate, it is 28.8% sodium benzoate solution in water. 2 molar niacinamide, 24.4% weight by volume, niacinamide solution in water. 10 molar urea means 60% weight by volume urea solution in water. 1.25 molar sodium citrate means 40% weight by volume sodium citrate solution in water. 4 molar sodium acetate means 33% sodium acetate weight by volume in water. So these will be the for your reference. Now here more examples of hydrotropic solubilization. Ibuprofen, we have seen distilled water solubility is this. 2 molar sodium benzoate solution, the solubility is this for ibuprofen. If you see for aspirin, Distilled water solubility is 0.131% weight by volume at room temperature. But in 4 molar sodium acetate means 33% weight by volume sodium acetate solution. Solubility is this much. So 56 times solubility enhancement is there. Aspirin solubility in 1.25 molar sodium citrate means 40% sodium citrate solution weight by volume. The solubility is this much. 36 times solubility enhancement is there. And the solubility of aspirin in 2 molar sodium benzoate solution, 2 molar means 28.8%, weight by volume 3.15%, about 24-fold enhancement in solubility there. So many examples of hydrotropic solubilizations they are there: aceclofenac, ketoprofen, metronidazole, tinidazole, nalidixic acid, norfloxacin, hydrochlorothiazide, ofloxacin, gadifloxacin, atenolol, salicylic acid. Okay, now coming to now the this after this now coming to the application of hydrotrophy in TLC without involvement of any organic solvent. How can we perform TLC? Now, which is the main part of this lecture? How can we perform TLC of compounds without the use of organic solvent by application of hydrotrophy, mixed hydrotrophy, and mixed solvency concept? So I will discuss in this lecture two research papers which have been published by my team, my team in SGS ITS Indore in pharmacy department. So reference one paper which has been published. These are the authors: R.K. Maheshwari, Anuj Jain, Ayushi Mohatikar, Pawan Jat, Isa Kalaria, Harshal Wadhwani. Okay. Now the title of this paper is, topic of this paper is employment of hydrotropic and mixed hydrotropic solutions as mobile phase to carry out TLC, precluding the use of organic solvents without the use of organic solvent. Now the journal name is International Journal of Pharmaceutical Science and Research, and this is the reference. If you put some of these words on Google search, you will find the full paper: TLC, okay, hydrotropy, and all that. So you will get a paper, and of course, if you will see this paper, then definitely you will have full paper on Google search. Now, in this paper, 5 drugs have been utilized for their TLC. 5 drugs which are poorly water soluble drugs, they were employed. Number one, metronidazole. This drug, the TLC of this drug was conducted by hydrotropic solution and mixed hydrotropic solution. I told the students, my team, research team, M-Pharm students, I told them to make eight hydrotropic solutions, including single hydrotropic solution as well as mixed hydrotropic solution. Definite means in definite concentrations, 8 solutions were made. Okay, and all 8 solutions were used for the TLC of all 5 compounds. And when the spot was found good means without tailing, then that solution employed was selected for the TLC. Okay, means out of 8, in some of the drugs only one solution was effective, in some of the drugs 3 solutions, and some 5 drugs, and like this. And so in this way the selection of solutions was there. This method is by trial and error. There is no definite pattern, means if you will take this, then you will get this RF value and all that. Okay, so by trial and error. Now, so you see some of the examples. Now, what has been done by my M-Pharm students team? TLC by actually for metronidazole, the pharmacopoeia method, Indian Pharmacopoeia 2007, involves the use of a mixture of chloroform 80 volumes, diethylamine 10 volumes, and ethanol 10 volumes, plus water 1 volume. So this is the mobile phase employed by the pharmacopoeia. Now you can perform the TLC without these organic solvent. So in eco-friendly method, what they have employed, the students, M-Pharm students, silica gel G plate was employed, and iodine chamber was used for the identification of the spots. Okay, now out of those 8 solutions which were used for all drugs, all 5 drugs, 3 solutions were good for the TLC of metronidazole. Number one, 30% sodium benzoate as mobile phase, means aqueous solution of sodium benzoate having the strength of 30% weight by volume. this I told you that all the percentages are in weight by volume. So 30% sodium benzoate solution was used as mobile phase. RF value obtained was 0.78. No organic solvent was present in the mobile phase. Okay. Second solution contains two hydrotropic agents, 15% sodium benzoate weight by volume and 15% weight by volume sodium citrate. So two hydrotropic agents combinedly making 30% strength of the solid dissolved solids. So this solution was employed as mobile phase. RA value obtained was 0.77. Third solution which was selected for this metronidazole drug was again a mixed hydrotropic solution containing two hydrotrophs, sodium benzoate 15% weight by volume and sodium acetate 15% weight by volume. Here in this case the RF value was 0.42. Now coming to another drug, diazepam, which is also a water insoluble drug. And of course the TLC of diazepam in Indian Pharmacopoeia 2000, it employs hexane and acetone in equal volume. Means hexane and acetone, two organic solvents are involved in the TLC of this compound by pharmacopoeial method. But here what we have found is out of those 8 solutions, 2 solid solutions were effective for good spot, means without tailing effect. So eco-friendly methods, of course, as I have mentioned, the TLC plates used were of silica gel G and iodine chamber was used for spot identification. Okay, now first solution which was successful for the TLC of diazepam was 30% weight by volume sodium benzoate solution as mobile phase. RF value was 0.63. What I want to tell you, if you will perform the TLC of diazepam in the same way using the same hydrotropic solution, the same RF value you will also get. Another solution which was successful for this diazepam was hydrotropic blend of two sodium benzoate 15% weight by volume and sodium citrate 15% weight by volume. So these solutions, when they were present in the solution, they gave the RF value of 0.68 when this hydrotropic solution was employed as mobile phase. Now the things are same. Please mind it well. What do the organic solvent do in TLC? They means they give solvent action. Okay, polarity, non-polarity, the same things are there in hydrotropic solutions as well as mixed hydrotropic solutions, and also you can use the mixed solvency concept as well. Okay, now what happens here, in hydrotrophs also they also provide polarity and non-polarity. For example, sodium benzoate contains polar and non-polar, both parts are there. COONA of sodium benzoate is polar, benzene ring is non-polar. So automatically when you dissolve sodium benzoate in water, non-polar as well as polar parts they are there. Okay, so whatever this hydrotropy I told you, what is hydrotropic solubilization? A simple mechanism is that when the molecules of solid come in liquid state by dissolution in water, they are capable, means molecules of hydrotropic agents which are solid at room temperatures particularly, they come in liquid state and they can be involved in hydrogen bonding and weak van der Waals forces with the molecules of solute, as the case is there with the solvents. What do these do? Hexane, chloroform, their molecules also they are involved in the hydrogen bonding and weak van der Waals forces with the molecules of solute. The same thing is there. Okay, that's why you are able to perform the TLC without the use of any organic solvent. And the uh, benefit of these methods are, what are the benefits? You are not involving the use of any organic solvent which are harmful for human being and any animals. Okay, so you are keeping them away. Okay, by use of safe solids, say urea, sodium benzoate, sodium citrate, sodium acetate, sodium salicylate, means they all are, they can be thrown as such also. Okay, after they are used they can be thrown away. Not only they are safe but also they are economic, very economic. For example, I would like to tell you the cost of 30% sodium benzoate solution in water. The cost of 30% weight by volume sodium benzoate solution in water is about rupees 40 Indian currency, rupees 40 per liter. but the cost of organic solvents like you may say this chloroform, dimethylformamide, methanol, acetonitrile, etc. They are about rupees 200 Indian currency. I am talking about rupees 200, 250 rupees per liter, 300 rupees per liter, and so on and so forth. So your this hydrotrophy is very economic method, and I would like to tell the students and teachers that means a small project should be done on this TLC. The B form at the B form level, the students can perform the TLC of so many compounds. For all compounds, the TLC can be performed without the use of any organic solvent, whether your compound is water soluble or whether your compound is water insoluble. By hydrotrophy, one thing is there: if you are involving the use of water soluble compounds, uh, the TLC of water soluble compounds requires smaller concentrations of hydrotropic agents, while the water insoluble type of compounds, they involve higher concentrations of hydrotropic agents like 30%, 25%, etc. So here in particularly this research paper is of 5 drugs which are poorly water soluble. For example, diazepam, metronidazole, naproxen, and all that. Okay, so these are poorly water soluble drugs. That's why high concentrations of these solutions are involved for the TLC. Okay, so just by trial and error, of course. In the second paper, when we will discuss, that is of water soluble drugs. So I am coming to that part now. For now, you see here, for naproxen, this is a third drug which is poorly water soluble, and a TLC. Of course, the TLC of naproxen in British Pharmacopoeia 2002. This involves the use of glycyl acetic acid, tetrahydrofuran, and toluene. Okay, but in today's lecture, you will find that TLC can be performed of that of this naproxen by mixed hydrotrophy. Out of those 8 solutions which I have mentioned to you, only one solution was found good for the TLC of naproxen. Now that is mixed hydrotrophic blend containing 2 hydrotrophic agents, sodium benzoate 15% and sodium acetate 15% weight by volume. So 30% weight by volume solution total in all. This solution was used as mobile phase for the TLC of naproxen. RF value found was 0.42. Of course, the other things are same. Means TLC plate is that of silica gel G. Iodine chamber was used for identification test and all that. Now coming to other drugs. Now see norfloxacin. This is the fourth drug. TLC by pharmacopoeia method 2000 IP 2000 Indian Pharmacopoeia 2007 employs a mixture of dichloromethane 40 volumes, methanol 40 volumes, toluene 20 volumes, diethylamine 14 volumes, and water 8 volumes. So this is used for the TLC of norfloxacin. But here you will find eco-friendly method, silica gel G plate, iodine chamber for spot identification. 3 solutions were selected for norfloxacin for its TLC without the tailing effect. Number one solution was mixed hydrotropic solution containing sodium benzoate 15% weight by volume and sodium citrate 15% weight by volume. Here the RF value was 0.50. If you will conduct in the same way, you will also get the same RF value. Reproducibility is there. Another solution was sodium benzoate 15% and urea 15%. RF value was 0.64. Third solution, 7.5% sodium benzoate, 7.5% urea solution is mobile phase. RF value was 0.35. So 3 solutions were selected for this drug. Now last drug of this published paper, nimesulide, which is a poorly, it is also a poorly water soluble. 3 solutions were selected out of those 8 solutions. Okay, eco-friendly method, silica gel G plate, and of course spot identification iodine chamber. Number one solution which was selected containing 2 hydrotropic agents, sodium benzoate 15%, sodium citrate 15%, RF value was 0.82. Second solution, 15% sodium benzoate, 15% sodium acetate as mobile phase, RF value was 0.75. Third solution, 15% sodium benzoate, 15% niacinamide solution as mobile phase, RF value was 0.89. So in this way, these 3 solutions were selected for this. So in this way, this published paper number one, reference number one, uh, gives the details of the TLC of 5 water insoluble type of drugs. Now coming to another paper. Now this is the reference 2. Okay, this is another paper, published paper. Here the main thing is, here my team, M-Pharm research students, the team, they have selected water soluble drugs here in this case. Okay, so here now, the if you want to note down the reference, so you can say these are the authors: R.K. Maheshwari, Harshal Wadhwani, Anuj Jain, and Pawan Jat. Employment of hydrotopic and mixed hydrotopic solutions as mobile phase. To carry out TLC precluding the use of organic solvents. The name of journal: World Journal of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, volume 09, issue 11, pages 1377 to 1385. So this is the reference. Now I will discuss few drugs from the list. From the drugs which have been employed, they all are water soluble drugs. Number one, ciprofloxacin hydrochloride. TLC of this drug, water soluble drug, is carried out as per Indian Pharmacopoeia 2007, employing a mixture of dichloromethane 40 volumes, methanol 40 volume, strong ammonia solution 20 volumes, and acetonitrile 10 volume. So this was the mobile phase containing organic solvents. Now in this eco-friendly method of here, the silica gel G plates were employed, and iodine chamber for spot identification was used. Now here the solution selected for this drug was only one, that was 5% sodium citrate and 5% niacinamide as mobile phase. RF value was 0.47. Now here, if you want to see, in previous case it was the TLC of poorly water soluble drugs. Here now it is the TLC of water soluble drug. So for water soluble drugs, smaller concentrations of hydrotopic solutions, they are sufficient for the TLC, to carry out the TLC. That's why you are seeing here only the total strength is 10%. In previous case they were 30% mostly, you will find. Okay, so sodium citrate 5% weight by volume and niacinamide 5% weight by volume. So this mixed hydrotopic solution was used as mobile phase for ciprofloxacin hydrochloride. Okay, now coming to guaifenesin. This is the another water soluble drug, guaifenesin. TLC of by pharmacopoeia involves the use of organic soluble mixture of 80 volumes of carbon tetrachloride and 20 volumes of ethanol. But in our means, this paper, you will find the use of eco-friendly method using hydrotopy and mixed hydrotopy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solutions were selected for this drug, which were found good for the good spot of this drug without tailing effect. Number one, 5% sodium benzoate and 5% sodium acetate as mobile phase. This the RF value was 0.64. Another solution, 5% sodium benzoate, 5% niacinamide as mobile phase. RF value was 0.70. Third solution, 5% sodium benzoate, 5% sodium citrate. The RF value is 0.69. Fourth, 10% sodium benzoate alone as mobile phase. RF value 0.82. Number 5% sodium acetate, 5% sodium citrate as mobile phase. RF value was 0.66. Again, the thing, please keep it in mind that why this is happening, why the solids are being involved in this. The reason is the molecules of solids, they are in liquid state for dissolve for their to for hydrogen bonding weak van der Waals forces with the molecules of drug, or say you may say the solute. And of course, because of this solvent character, they are able to perform the TLC just as the organic solvents are used for this purpose. In the same way, your organic your this solid compounds, they are also doing, they are behaving in the same way. Now another drug, water soluble drug in the same research paper, propranolol hydrochloride, water soluble drug, TLC by IP method. 90 volumes of toluene, 10 volumes of methanol, they are involved, but here in eco-friendly method. Now we will see only one solution was selected out of 8. That was a mixed hydrotopic solution containing 2 hydrotopic agents, sodium benzoate 7.5% and niacinamide 7.5%. RA value was 0.80. Now, another drug, water soluble drug, pyridoxine hydrochloride, TLC by Indian Pharmacopoeia 2000, 2007 employs a mixture of 65 volume of acetone, 13 volume of dichloromethane, 13 volume of tetrahydrofuran, and 9 volumes of strong ammonia solution. Okay, but in this eco-friendly method, only one solution was selected out of 8. Okay, 5% sodium acetate, 5% sodium citrate, solution is mobile phase. Okay, and RA value found was 0.84. Other drugs which were employed in this paper, they include lidocaine hydrochloride, vitamin B1 hydrochloride, metformin hydrochloride, losartan potassium. For these drugs, of course, you can see the full paper. It is available on Google search. Okay, so you put some of the, if you put some of the words on Google search, TLC, hydrotropy, etc., you will find this full paper. Okay. Now coming to how can you proceed now. Okay, now you should listen that how, suppose you want to do, means you are a student or you are a researcher and you want to do TLC of any compound, whether it is water soluble or water insoluble, whether it is drug or it is a non-drug, no problem. For all, means a drug is also a compound. And for example, some compounds are used in forensic science also. So whatever the science is there, whether it is chemistry, forensic science, and all that, of course, all are compounds. Okay, and for all types of compounds, TLC can be done. Only thing is that you will have to take the trials of hydrotropic solutions and mixed hydrotropic solutions, and of course the mixed solvency concepts systems. So they can be of help for TLC only just by trial and error. As in the case of TLC, what do? You make so many polar organic solvents, non-polar. You mix several times means several in several way you perform the TLC. Then you get a good spot without tailing effect. Then you select that particular combination or a particular combined organic solvent system for the mobile phase. In the same way here, just by trial and error, you will have to use, say for example, you can prepare about 10 solutions of single hydrotropes and mixed hydrotropes and mixed solvent system like this. Then all 10 solutions will be employed by each and every compound which you are going to, of which the TLC you want to do. So then out of those, then you select that solution which give good spot without tailing effect. Okay, now I would like to tell you some references. You can see RKM lecture series 10. This is available in the form of YouTube. Last year, when there was lockdown at Indore, at that time I made 31 small videos of about 14 to 15 minutes, giving on different matters, from 1, 2, 3 up to 31. So if you see, if you put these words RKM lecture series 10, you will get on the YouTube, you will get this small video. So you please see, this relates with the TLC of the compounds. Okay, so this is a TLC using hydrotropy without organic solvent. Duration of this small video is 12 minutes only. Okay, so you may see that also. But now means I want to give how can you start your work. A small list of solids which can be tried in aqueous solutions to act as mobile phase without using organic solvents for TLC of compounds. Suppose you want to perform the TLC. Note, useful for all water soluble and water insoluble compounds, whether your compound is water soluble or water insoluble. Now I am giving some of the names of the chemicals which are usually present in various laboratories, whether in chemistry, means pure science, science laboratories, forensic laboratories, or in your this pharmacy laboratories, etc. So sodium benzoate, very simple and economic ingredient, sodium salicylate, sodium citrate, sodium acetate, niacinamide. And of course, one more thing I would like to tell. Suppose you don't have sodium salicylate, you have potassium salicylate, you can use. If you don't have sodium benzoate, you have potassium benzoate, you can use. But only thing will be potassium salts, they are little bit costlier than sodium compounds. Anyway, so just like that, sodium citrate, you can take potassium citrate, sodium acetate, you can take potassium acetate, niacinamide, urea, dimethyl urea, sodium ascorbate, sodium caprolate, Pulaxamar 407, sodium lauryl sulfate. sodium oleate, sodium caprate, sodium laurate, sodium palmitate. These all are solids, and you can make single hydrotropic solution or combined mixed hydrotropic solutions. Okay, and then they can be employed for TLC. Now, how to start this work? Now you come to this. Uh, this sorry. Now this one. Now you see here how to select selection of mobile phase containing dissolved solids for TLC of water soluble compounds. If your compounds are water soluble, then you can make the solutions like this. For example, number one, 10% sodium benzoate weight by volume solution in water. Okay, you can make 9% also, you can make 11% also. Okay, you can make 8%, 7% also. So means if you are starting the work, you may start from just like me. Okay, then you can change according to your need. Okay, now number two, you can use 10% sodium salicylate alone, means single hydrotropic solution. 10% niacinamide alone. You can use sodium caprolate 10% alone. You can use mixed hydrotrope containing two hydrotropic agent and 5% 5% sodium benzoate, 5% sodium citrate. Okay, then you can select sodium 5% sodium benzoate, 5% sodium acetate. You can select 5% sodium acetate, 5% niacinamide. You can select 5% this sodium caprolate and 5% niacinamide. You can select sodium benzoate and sodium citrate. Of course, this is 15% total listing. So 5 sodium benzoate, 5% sodium citrate, 5% sodium caprolate. You can use 5% niacinamide, 5% sodium citrate, 5% sodium benzoate, mixed hydrotropic. You can mix 4 hydrotropic agents, 2.5%, 2.5%, 2.5%, 2.5%. You can use 3%, 3%, 3%, 3% also. You can use 2%, 2%, like this. So depending on this means, firstly you should, for trial you can make 10 solutions. Okay, you can vary these concentration. Suppose you take 4% sodium benzoate here, you can take 6% this, you can take 4% this, 4% this. So means, okay, but don't take 1% of these things. Okay, there should be concentration of about say 5%, 6% total concentration, 10% for water soluble compounds that can do. Okay, the strengths of all these solids in aqueous solution, they are in weight by volume. These are weight by volume, weight by volume, weight by volume, like this. Okay, so this list was for water soluble compounds. Now, selection of mobile phase containing dissolved solids for TLC of poorly water soluble compounds. If your drug is water insoluble, if your compound is water insoluble type of compound, then higher concentrations of hydrotropic agents, they are required for the TLC. So you may prepare 30% sodium benzoate solution. You can prepare 25% sodium benzoate solution also. Means whatever you want. 30% sodium salicylate solution, you can take 20%, 25% also. 30% niacinamide solution, 20% sodium caprolate solution, 20% sodium benzoate plus 10% sodium citrate, total strength 30%. 20% sodium benzoate, 10% sodium acetate, again 30% total. Okay, so depending on, you may instead of the by now similarly is 20% sodium benzoate, 20%, 5% sodium citrate, 5% niacinamide. So total became 30. 10% niacinamide, 10% sodium citrate, 10% sodium benzoate, 30%, like this. So strengths of all the weight by volume. Then what you will do? You can start your work making such types of solutions. If compound is water soluble, you may prepare 10. If you are not having some of the compound, you may prepare 5, 6. Just you start your work. Okay, if your compound is water soluble, you can make in this way. Okay, now if you have got 1 or 2 compounds less, then also by permutation combination you can make so many blends for the move to act as mobile phase. In the starting, you may adopt this method. Silica gel G plate you can utilize. You can use iodine chamber for spot identification and all that. Okay, so in this way you can proceed for your compound. I told you that if you have any doubt, any clarification you want, you please note my WhatsApp number, +91 94066 21907. You can talk me, you can call me, you can send by email and all that. So what I want, why I wanted to promote such types of work, the reason is you are preventing the human being against the harmful effects of organic solvents, because of the exposure of the harmful vapors of these organic solvents in doing TLC. And of course, I have discussed in UV method also we can use without organic solvent. I have discussed in titrimatic method also, and of course, so many things you will get in further lectures also. Okay, now coming to some of the information about the books and all that. Okay, so that also you should see. Now you see here. Recently, my student Yasi Thakur and myself have published a got a paper published as a review article. So a review article on eco-friendly and economic analytical methods using hydrotropic solubilization, which include titrimetry, UV spectrophotometry, TLC, and HPLC. Okay, so here this has been published recently, and you can get nearly I'm using the word nearly all of the references on the analysis using hydrotropy, mixed hydrotropy, on hydrotropy particularly. So by hydrotropic solutions, these have been done. So those you can see this review article. It is available online. If you put some of the word like a review article, eco-friendly, hydrotropy, and all that, then you will get this paper. Full paper is available on Google search. The reference is World Journal of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, 2021, Volume 10, Issue 3, pages 478 to 507. So this is the total reference of review article. Now, a reference of a book which has been recently published in year 2020. It is Elsewhere book, The Future of Pharmaceutical Product Development and Research, edited by Dr. Rakesh Ketakade. Okay, and the chapter on hydrotropy is fifth chapter in this book. Chapter 5, hydrotropy, mixed hydrotropy, and mixed solvency, a trending concept for solubilization of lipophilic drugs. Authors of this chapter are Anirudh Padayar, Om Prakash Agrawal, Kuldeep Rajput, and Rakesh Ketakade. So in this way, I have given so much information regarding all these. Okay, and now I would like to stop this sharing of this, and I would like to say you that you should also means to use these hydrotropic solutions for the TLC of the compounds, so that the use of organic solvents can be minimized. Now I am stopping the recording.